Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Hey, should Jaron should he sign with Al Heyman? Or should he try to navigate his own career? What do you think? I personally think he should pay attention to Demetrius Andrade so that he doesn't end up kind of like Demetrius Andrade. Because for Demetrius Andrade, man, for someone who turned pro back in 2008, an exceptional amateur fighter, Olympian, professional fighter. But to see that it's only really now that people really know, kind of a little bit about Andrade, and there's some people who still don't really know who the hell he is. But he's about to fight David Benavidez. People know who David Benavidez is. They wonder where the hell this guy Andrade came from. It's like, yo, this guy's been fighting for a long time. He's an Olympian. And it's sad to put that kind of work into the game of boxing for people to not know you. But he finally gets away from the different promoters he's worked with, guys who couldn't deliver on what they were promising. And he signs with Al Heyman. And boom. Look at the position he's in now. Absolutely amazing. So, for Jaron Ennis, who seems to be, I'm going to tell you this, right? Jaron Ennis should want to take control of his own career. He should want to roll the dice on himself. But as far as being a promoter, as far as marketing yourself, and as far as securing fights, it's not that easy. Because now you inherit all the risk. In addition to that, if you're trying to arrange a fight for yourself, secure a venue, put together a fight card, if you're trying to do this independent, let me tell you something. Unless you've got that long money, you could run into a situation to where now you're competing for that venue and you could get outbid. And a lot of times where you see fighters and where you see promoters bidding on a venue, sometimes that money that they put down is non-refundable. That's just so they can enter into the bid. So for me, Jaron Ennis, if he doesn't want to end up, he's been fighting for a long time too, but he's definitely at a point to where somebody about to ring my doorbell, man. Hold on 1 second. That'll be out later. The mom's sleeping too, okay? All right. But yeah, sorry about that, man. These little kids are out of school, so they're ringing the doorbell. But for Jaron Ennis, who's been fighting for as long as he has, he's at a point now to where there are a lot of people talking about him, but I personally think he should sign with Al Heyman, PBC. Or if not, go to Matchroom. But I think Al Heyman and PBC may be a good move for him. If not Matchroom, because he at least needs to build up his profile some more before he tries to go out here and do it on his own. Now, don't get me wrong, chances make champions. Chances make champions. But it's just not that easy. You got him in a situation to where he wants to fight Crawford. Crawford doesn't want to fight him. The next logical opponent for Jaron Ennis would be Earl Spence. Earl Spence is not interested in fighting him. Earl Spence definitely looking, after he gets through whatever this thing with Crawford or whatever weight they're fighting at, 154, or retirement. So now Ennis has to sit there and figure things out. And let me tell you, if you don't have the machine behind you, it's going to be hard for him to get a fight. Even with Barrios. Although they're talking about that, until that gets across the finish line, I'm not so confident that happens. And it's quite simple, man. We know his dad feels a kind of way about him. They try to do some stuff up there and a little casino, man. Things just ain't come together for him. But I think for him, who has all the potential in the world, I think at least another 3 to 5 fights with the promoter, get some really good fights, put on some outstanding performances, then maybe you go out there and do your thing. You know, these promoters, they're nothing but a springboard to bigger and better opportunities. And I was told this when I retired. So if you guys decide to go out there and work, or start your own business or whatever, but if you are working for a company and you find something better, you owe them nothing. Leave the company and go do what's best for you. And I truly believe that, because they said the company themselves, if they feel they need to, because they're looking at their profit margins, if they need to cut employees, no one's going to feel sorry for you. They'll just let you know and you'll be gone. And when I look at Jaron Boots Ennis, that's how the promoters are too. Listen to what promoters are saying right now. If fighters can't produce, if fighters can't deliver, then they're not going to be re-signed to a contract. The contract will end and they'll go separate ways. This isn't something I'm making up. This is the talk. They're not looking to continue working with fighters if the fighters can't deliver. Everything is about money, man. Everything's about money. But when you look at where can he go, who has a stable of fighters like PBC? He can probably go get a couple fights over there with Top Rank. Probably fight some guys out there, European fighters. He goes with Matchroom, but for the most part, PBC 147-pound division is deep. 154-pound division is deep. He can stay busy. But who knows what direction PBC is going with the Amazon deal or whatever the hell is happening. But I just think when it comes to Jaron Boots Ennis, he's going to have to figure out something. But I don't want to see him ending up, here it is. He's, 30-something years old, 35, 36, like Andrade, and no one really knows him. He never had the big opportunity. And he's just kind of taking whatever they'll throw at him. Because to be honest with you, Andrade should have been fighting for big titles, man, back at 154. At 160, man, he should have been fighting for a bunch of big titles. And I understand he left him in the Janabek deal, but he was going on for a bigger and better opportunity. I understand Canelo ducked him, didn't want to try to make Undisputed with him. And so he has some issues, man, but I can't blame him for walking away from Janabek to come up and try to challenge for bigger money at 168. You got to understand the position this man is in his career. And I know there's some things he did that way we can kind of poke him in the eyeball, but for the most part, Andre fighting at 168, David Benavidez, to me it's a weight class that he probably shouldn't be at. But, he has to do what he has to do. Believe in himself, believe in his skills. Could you imagine Jaron Boots Ennis somehow fumbling around, and here it is now, he's 35, 36, bubbling up to 160, 168, because he's trying to get a big fight. So hopefully that they learn from Andre. They make great choices, and he can go on, man, and make a lot of money and make good fights and stay active. But I'm going to tell y'all this. You can say what y'all want about Devin Haney. His dad, the people around him, Devin Haney's been getting it right since he's turned pro. People out here mad at Devin Haney. There's a lot you can learn from that man and his father. As controversial as his dad is, and one day he Allahu Akbar, and the next day is, you be a N-word and MF for this, so I don't know if them guys are coming and going, but I'm not here to judge them. I don't know how to take them dudes, but what I will tell you is, as far as the business of boxing and how he's done with his son's career, all of these fighters can learn a lot from him. Because he started off his son being his own promoter. He never really worked for anyone. That whole thing with Eddie Hearn was like a joint venture. They've always been smart and been independent, but they knew where they needed help and how to get to the next level, and they're still doing it. Very, very smart. I think Jaron Boots Ennis should take a similar approach, but hey, who am I? Sign without Heyman, maybe what he needs to do until he gets his profile up, and then he can maybe go off and do some things on his own. But to be able to be a pay-per-view star in this day and age and going forward, I just think that's more of a chance of it not happening than happening, because every day more and more people are illegally streaming fights and doing what they have to watch it for free. So I don't think it's going to get any better for him. That being said, y'all keep cool. Should Jaron Boots Ennis sign without Heyman? I don't know. I kind of think he should. Matchroom, maybe. But doing it on his own, I don't think so. I think he needs to get a little more momentum going behind him before he tries that. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.